mean, there's, you said engage. It's very important to note that their engage right now is a Lux Binding or a Lee Sin Insect. Well, let's see how it goes as we enter the Rift on for game number 1.
And what can normally be a fairly oppressive matchup.
Uh-oh. Wow, they're getting in there. The Ignite comes out. Do they have enough damage? No attachability here for Lehens, and he will go down as the heal comes out onto Vista. Flash is going to miss with the Q, but Ruler will pick up the kill. Now, can Samdi follow up with his own kill? One more auto would do it.
Doesn't have the Q.
He is going to get away. As even the ultimate is going to be used up on the top side. They're trying to push as fast as possible, but OnFleek is here.
Level 4, but he is here.
Yeah, Chovy, though, coming in as well. OnFleek doing a really nice job, though, trying to get on top of Chovy and get that damage in, but Chovy will flash to his team as the Lee Sin will get the kill, but he pays for it with his life. A double kill. It's scary. And, of course, the AD carries are not going to move because Samdi wants the turret, and, oh, that is... That's not what you want to see from Yumi. Gets caught in mid-attach and has to blow the ultimate there. So won't have that for this fight. OnFleek is coming all the way around. He's got double buff as well. Although he has fallen behind, Lee Sin at any point in the game with a kick can make some waves.
A rotation up here too from Chovy. It's an all-out brawl.
They're trying to kite them down again. No Yumi ultimate will come in. They try to get inside the shroud of the Gwen, but they're finally able to take them down. But here's Chovy just doing a ton of damage from range. Not quite enough, though. As you can see, a snipe on a Ruler, he will barely survive. That's why you use your potions,
Yeah, that's
guys.
why you use your potions, guys, for sure. He's there. 30 seconds until this second Drake spawns. I think Hanwha Esports.
Oh! That was clean. And Vista takes the kill. Doesn't matter. If you kill's a kill, you're going to take the Yumi off the back, and now they can get that turret or the Rift Herald, whatever they want.
You got that Baron Pride. Now, Chovy is flanking here. They didn't catch that one.
Yeah, this is actually a really good setup from Gen G, although Peanut a little bit left all alone has to Crescent Guard before the fight truly begins. And that's going to be to the benefit of Home Life, of course. They've got a nice amount of poke, too. The range of Caitlyn, the lasers that come out from Victor, the Lux, obviously. A lot of ways to catch targets and kind of just sit back as long as the positioning is good. And I thought they handled that perfectly. Like, attack one side and then back away after you get the ult, and then you can re-attack it after Gen G back away.
Yeah, it's not Soul Point.
Aris might be in a little bit of trouble here against the Gwen, as... just going to stand in that one, but he's still got the chase here, and the Needles potentially is going to miss that, and he's still going, and the shield come out, and Vista is there again.
Vista with the shield, with the final spark, coming in there, helping get that kill. What a big support he has been in this game. Absolutely insane.
A little bit of a lull that some of our lower teams will get into where they struggle to end games with a lead, because we're getting later and later in this game, and that 2,000 gold lead has stayed the same since 15 minutes into the game.
Yeah.
And you're ahead, but, I mean, now Chovy's got some items. Doran's scary. Peanut's very tanky. I mean, it's not a guaranteed win anymore.
It's certainly not, and you don't have Drake Prio anymore either. Chovy teleported bot. And now you're just kind of grouping up as 5, hoping for an engage, but Chovy's so tanky.
All right, I mean, OnFleek is going to go in, and he has to flash away. It's just a little bit too little, too late. Nobody follows him there. It's not a full team engage. Home Life very apprehensive to take a fight now.
You have to go for Baron here. You either have to chase and try to get kills, which they missed their opportunity on, or you have to go straight to Baron. The problem is Gen G read this immediately. They're just getting out macroed right now super hard. I think Hanwha Esports, given their Drake lead, had the opportunity to actually trade for Baron, and they would have gotten a lot of map control for it, but they slowly just grouped up as 5 and then surrendered, which means that Gen G have so much agency now.
Yeah.
Especially with OnFleek having no ult, no flash. Like, what can he even hope to accomplish here? He's dead weight right now.
Chovy just checking the pit, making sure they haven't started it yet because there are no wards actually in the pit right now. They're going to see it as another True Shot Barrage is going to come out to check it. As Doran is right over the wall, and Home Life say, you know, basically what you said, Wolf, we got to do the Baron or nothing. We have to get some value out of this or I won't be happy, as OnFleek is right in there. and he gets Peanut into that back line. Peanut just melts, and Doran is not enough of a front line. He's going to go down, and look at this damage now coming out from the Lux, and the front lining of Dudu. Karis is able to run in there, so is Samdi, and they're able to win this fight in a big way. They're trying to get Chovy as well, and they will, as the shutdown comes in into the hands of Samdi, and they get the ace with the cat.
Very well played here from Hanwha Esports. They wait until the exact moment.
And you know, one thing we talked about in the draft is that on Fleek, or rather Hanwha in general, they don't have a lot of engage. But if you're ahead and you can force the enemy team to come into you, as this is interesting, they're right into the back of it is Gen G, as Doran desperately tries to get that damage down. Now Peanut is in there for the follow-up. And look at Dudu just making sure nobody else joins the fight. Plays bodyguard, and that desperate dive does not work. Hanwha might just be able to push an end.
I don't want to read what the fans are going to say about Chovy for that one after this. We've definitely had some LCK realm warps these past 2 years. This might be one of them, as Ruler's just shoved out of the fight here, and that very likely just going to be the end of the game.
Yeah, I mean, they still have the Baron. They could just target the Nexus, but again, having trouble with ending, I suppose. Ruler is pretty scary with the cat on his back and red buff, but yeah, they can just regroup back up and attack the Nexus, and that is exactly what they are going to do. Hanwha Esports take an upset victory over Gen G in game number 1.
Second, Karis made some really good decisions this game too. Like, he was exactly where he needed to be. Did not really overextend in side lanes. Samdi was fed so much plate gold. This was a really high-level game for Hanwha Esports. There were, as you mentioned, and I think we do have to mention again, some mid to late. I think Gen G's engage is going to be so important. The casts, the Poppy engages, Orianna shockwaves, like these things need to be on point, because if you don't win the fight very quickly as Gen G, Hanwha's comp kind of outlasts you, as long as they're not too far behind for him.
Here we go, game number 2.
And so going to make a risky play to punish. Peanut's up here.
There's the flash, and Dudu is no flash. He only has his ghost, and able to get that first blood into the hands of Doran, who very nicely sets up that play. A little too much.
Hey, I mean, if Shaken is what gets it for you,
So, level 6 is hit, and Dudu's just like, yeah, do it. I dare you. Doran's like, okay.
I don't think he should push this any further, but he's going to try. We'll only eat one turret shot here. He's trying to deny CS, but Dudu's got the cannon wave, so he doesn't care at all.
We know how competitive it can get at the top, the tippy top of the standings, so even one game can make the difference, as there is the combo. They found him. I mean, it's as simple as that. You know, Trundle's not that tanky at this point in time. If you get hit by a binding, you're dead.
Once again, by the way, no vision here whatsoever for Hanwha Esports. Peanut is going in.
I think, you know, you've also got some decent range. Might be a little bit weaker earlier on, but I think it offers you a lot more later on.
If we got to like mulligan out the Jhin Trundle for Jinx Thresh, I'd be all about it.
Let's get some caster mulligans in there. That sounds fair. Pillar, very annoying. But at the end of the day, not going to do too much. Samdi takes some damage before we even begin, as Doran is really getting in there. As, on fleek, okay, he decides he does not want to use his Crescent Guard, as that is a massive body slam into 3 people. This fight is over, as someone would say. Although, maybe Dudu has something else to say about this, as he nearly kills Peanut. So now the ultimate is going to come out here. Peanut will be surviving, as they do line up.
The pillar.
I love it.
Vista's like, can I knock him into the right spot? No, you cannot.
Good try, good try.
Good hustle. Yeah, that fight was over, as I often say. Let's slow it down a little bit. Let's play some good macro. You know, we don't have to just walk down the red carpet and say, look, I'm 7,000 gold ahead, and you guys should probably just type /FF, which is basically Gen G's push there. But they're trying to maximize vision. Look at how Peanut is clearing up all that's left here.
Ooh.
On Fleek, sneaking in.
Yeah, Chovy in a bit of trouble. He does have his flash, but he gets knocked up and taken down. On Fleek a bit low, and they're not necessarily in a position to force Baron at 21.5 minutes.
I mean,
Question mark ping, they're like, what is this guy doing? Okay, that is a Lux alone. We do have Chovy nearby as Lehens is walking the other way, and he will go down. Nice little solo kill there from On Fleek.
and On Fleek has really been quite impressive today.
Oh, that was a nice little sidestep from Peanut. Very fast on the Poppy. Will it matter? Flash comes in, and that's another pick. Although they just lost their jungler, so not like they can rush the Baron or anything like that. Doran is going 1v3. Having a little bit of fun here, are we? I see, as Ruler now flashing forward. Not going to get the kill onto Karis, and now he's out of position. As we're waiting for the pillar to come in. Not quite going to come in on time, but Dudu's right on top of them. And how did this happen?
Happy gaming, Valdez. That's what happened. A little bit of happy gaming coming on here for Gen G.
Too happy.
Too happy. And when I say nobody dies, this kind of goes back to game one. You do not respect this team. It's an LCK team. They will punish.
Uh-oh. Samdi in a little bit of trouble here as he is going to get lasered and taken down. So that's Samdi being too far up the lane. He had some nice vision on the top side of him in the above jungle, but not below. And Peanut is able to capitalize. So nicely done that time around, as now they'll go for the Baron.
Yep, teleport coming through here to basically guarantee it. It's a Gragas, so he just can basically close the door here with some casks. Nobody's getting in here. He doesn't have his ultimate, but it just doesn't matter.
They have vision. On Fleek, though, with no flash, means that doesn't look like anybody's giving him an option. Dudu is getting way too much damage with the Victor as well. Big Ori combo does come down as now the flash in from Chovy. Not going to get the kill. Nice pillar here trying to save the lives of his teammate. Karis is still alive for so long as Gen G will eventually be able to chase them down. But I suppose the Baron at least was stopped.
Baron is stopped here critically. But Gen G's still getting a huge win in terms of the team fight. They're just going to group back up and look for the reset here on the Baron. And On Fleek has Flash now and this Blast Cone. So he's going to try to steal this one away, it looks like here. And at this point, you're so desperate. There's the cone taken away by Doran.
They still, okay, the vision is cleared as Jin, maybe
Good
another
luck.
Jim steal. We have another ward in there. No body slam for Doran as the slow does come down onto On Fleek. He's got that E onto Roller. We're thinking about it, but the body slam does come in eventually, and Doran does his job. He will also get out alive. Peanut is able to throw the Trundle away as well. So Gen G finally do pick up the Baron.
You know that Lord of the Rings meme where it just keeps repeating? The guy's like, hold! Hold! That was Gen G right there. Like, okay, just get over the wall and push them away and don't actually get the Baron into range. Now you can just clear this wave easy peasy. Gen G, with a Baron buff now at this stage, with the lead that they have, they're not even that interested in this Drake. They'd rather reset buy items and actually push for inhibitors. This is just a consolation prize here for Hana Life Esports. Still pushing this. Gen G say, you can have that Drake, but I'm looking for permanent damage.
Big flank is coming in here. Doran's going to be left to the Wolves as he's going to go down, and they're teleporting into this one. They want to fight it as On Fleek flashes to try to get the engage. Chovy now being hounded down by this Gwen. Takes a lot of damage, but at the end of the day, On Fleek will be taken out. Just a lot of engages and happy gaming in this one.
Yeah,
Sure.
I think so, Valdez. I think Gen G trying to make a point more than killing a Nexus right now, but now they might get both. They made the point and they're looking to kill a Nexus.
I mean, there's so much damage right now on Hama Life. Like, you cannot be making mistakes like this, you know? They just push in and they're like, we're going to take your inhibitor. And Hama Life say, no.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, like,
And let's see how this fight is going to go. It seems like Gen G are grouped up as 5 this time around. There's a couple of things. You know, we have insane sustained damage from Victor and from Gwen. And we also have the subjugate. That's something you talked about way earlier on. But, like, you subjugate a Poppy or a Gragas, whoever's in the front, they can melt really, really fast.
Yeah, it's that thing we were talking about. Sucks in lane, you know, unfortunately with this Trundle. But in these fights, it is massive. And he's looking for Doran here potentially.
Kind of getting zoned out of this one with all the traps. We do have Dudu in the front line taking a lot of damage, but there is the melt. They get the tank down. Can they follow for more? As nope, that's going to be Dudu just disappearing immediately. As now here comes Gen G. They have a lot of damage in their arsenal as well. As the shockwave totally gonna miss though. Peanut is getting in there all alone. The follow-up does come in though, as finally Ruler is able to group up with his team. As the Zhonya's will come in here from Karis. He's got a lot of damage, but he gets headshot for about 800 damage. And now it seems like Gen G have finally put the lid on this crazy game.
Yeah.
But it is okay, no Subjugate anymore.
Yeah, no more Subjugate. The thing is, if Ruler just gets on top of that Nexus, he could basically 3-shot it. He just needs to get on it.
Yeah, and he's getting close.
It's not quite 3, it's like about 8, but I mean, he's
close enough.
He's
rounding up, you know?
Yeah.
On Flake, no more ult. He is just going to disappear. Tried his best to get the one final engage. Really nice stopwatch there from Dudu, but he is right on top of a trap. As you can see, the hits now coming in from Ruler. Looks like finally they'll put an end to this weird and wacky game. 38 minutes and a half. Gen G will take the win and force a game number 3, they say. Ambition, the former Gen G player.
I thought you were just going to end it with "Let's BM." It's 35.6k damage is the total for Ruler in this game. Double that of Samdi's at a nearly 45-minute game. Or rather, beginning of a team fight.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a big question, you know. Can you CC the Aphelios? And if you can't, and you can't really get your Gnar onto the Aphelios, which is going to be very difficult, by the way, with the Karma right next to him.
Kiss your 5v5 goodbye.
Seems harsh, but we've seen it happen before. And yeah, I mean, Peanut goes over the wall and he says, okay, I'm out of there. I'm not tanking this. You guys can tank it up. Here come the 80 carries. Samdi's got red and white. And as Atlas likes to say, you don't fight when those are available, but he's ready to fight.
He's ready to fight. He's up here.
He's ready to get in there. Let's see. As Life just really nicely done pulling it up to the north. And you see that Gen G not really confident enough to take the fight right now, and they say, okay, it's yours.
And even though Ruler had, okay, on Fleek's here.
Doesn't look like they saw him trying to dash onto Doran, and Doran just laughs at him, is able to get the kill, first blood, as it will be traded back. On Fleek does pick up the kill at least.
Yeah, and a little bit of bounty gold there as well.
Just waiting for Vista to face check this.
Yeah, Vista's got to be so careful about doing that. Meanwhile, Chovy overextending, but he's a Kali.
Should be fine. He has to ult to get out of this, though, as he is knocked up and ults and finally gets away.
Still going to be a turret here for Karis. He already picked up the plates. This is a lot of gold over to the Victor.
No Gnar here, but the boomerang is on point, and there is the solo kill. Doran able to pick up yet another one tonight.
He is really on fire here, and the Gnar pick is starting to really look like a great decision because he's played out so many of these topside fights very well. The question becomes now, Unleash Teleport. He's already on his way down regardless. Ruler.
A little bit of a lack of communication. I mean, they saw on Fleek coming in, the route not going to work. The flash comes in, and Ruler is just barely going to survive. Peanut's there right on time, and a double kill now for the Jarvan.
Calculated.
Absolutely, as now double teleporter coming in here. It is after 14 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, so you can do this once again. That old bot fight you know and love does come in, and Gen G pick up 3 kills.
Yeah, really, really good turn there for Gen G. I will not call it a bait, because I don't think that's actually what occurred, but it was a really nice turn from Peanut, who realized Ruler had overextended, realized that Life Esports were going to try to make that aggressive play there. So,
yeah, pretty interesting. I suppose more team fighting coming on in. As Dudu goes over the top, Peanut's still able to buffer that flag drag. Very important, as now Dudu in not the best spot. By the way, he did not go for the tank Gragas from what I can tell. He started off Everfrost here. We'll see how his build does develop. Could, of course, build some tank items from there. But you could see Doran and Peanut inside the pit here, about to be Mega Gnar. Perfectly timed from Doran. Just getting ready to maybe even hop off the dragon and get in there. He's going to wait, as Peanut will go in, gets that Cataclysm, and now it's Doran's time to shine. Perfectly played. Is the damage there, though, is the question. Chovy gets in, takes down Samdi, and Yuumi on top of a Fed Akali is something that Life were just not ready to handle at this point in time. They would have loved about 5 more minutes before this fight started.
Yeah, they need a little bit more time here, and unfortunately for Life Esports, the reaction, ooh! And he gets it with the the area, I think, is
Oh,
it's
no.
actually the very end there that gets him. He's got Ignite out too, but
Look at his face.
yeah, it's pretty
So
nasty.
happy.
Oh, yikes. But yeah, they need more time to be able to burst down this engaging Nars. Karis is dead, and suddenly the whole game is opened up for Gen G because they secure Soul Point. Because one misstep, and then suddenly you give Honda Life Esports gold and time.
Yep, they still have a really strong front line. They still have this Omega meta comp. You know, I don't even know what to call it, but every champion on the side of Home Life works really well together, and they're extremely meta, so we'll see what they can do from behind. Is the carrying enough? Meganar is here and up at the exact right time. Once again, perfectly timed from Doran. As in will go on Fleek, they're trying to get on top of him. The ultimate doesn't do much, only pushes them away. As you see Akali trying to get into that. Cataclysm is gigantic and everybody just gets melted immediately. No more time left for Humble Life. Gen G will take the dragon.
I mean, look at how hard it was to execute this fight for Gen G, but they nail it. I mean, they really do. As it gets worse here for Honda Life Esports. But the fight there is Lehens is Lehens is mad, man, after game one, and perhaps a little bit after game two, but he's really feeling himself now.
You just always have the right timing on the Gnar bars, and it's like 5 members in there at the same time. You're not wasting your time in Mega Gnar. He really does have some power. As seen once again, he's doing a lot. The Cataclysm comes in, the Yumi's right on top. And, well, not quite as clean this time around, as Chovy will eventually take out the Gragas, but that is about it for him. On Fleek, having a little bit of trouble as well. Ruler still very huge, and with the full health bar, will come in here and look to end this game and the life of Karis. Looks like Gen G finally got it done, this time a bit faster than game number 2. 28 minutes will be the time as they are going in. Gnar misses. Doran with no reaction at all. He does not care. They got the win today, as the music will start early, but the game is still won. GG, Gen G with the 2-1.
And his shot calling and him staying calm in a tough series like this is really what helps carry you through.
Yeah. Shout out to Gen G for upping the pace in this game. And, you know, the one mistake I think for Hama Life was fighting over that third Drake, the first Ocean Drake, I would say.